In this video, we will be looking at how to set your firing curve points, as well as your standby, purge, and ignition position points. So, to get to your curve setup screen, we want to press the up and down arrows to get into your menus, and then scroll down to curve commissioning. Press enter, and then you want to go to commission mode. You're currently enabled, but if you're have that disabled, you want to enable commission mode. When you're in commission mode, you'll see the small C on the right side of your LCD screen, and that lets you know that you are in commission mode. Next, you want to scroll down to set points. Press enter, and we'll start with set standby, and this will set where your outputs are during standby. Right now we're just using a fuel valve and an air damper, and you'll use this fuel and air, the up and down arrow keys for each one. So right now fuel says 0.6, we can go up. Now we're at 1.0. Air, we can also go up. So air is at 5, and you can press enter to store that. And that's our new standby point. And you can set these for whatever you would like your standby to be. So press escape, scroll down to set purge, and now we can set our purge position. So use the same up and down arrow keys. You can put your fuel higher. Right now we have 7.0 on the fuel, 5.0 on the air. It's worth noting that this is not percentage, this is degrees. So you'll need to stay within your limits for however you set your servos up, whether you're from 0 to 90 degrees, 0 to 80, whatever your servo setup data is. So right now we'll just press enter, just to have a point in there. Next, you can go and set your ignition point, and this is where your fuel and air will be set up for light off. And you'll do it the same way. So you can put your fuel and air positions in for whatever you'd like, and then press enter to save. Now, one thing that you will be asked to do as you're going through your purge and ignition and all your burner management before you get to light off, or at least the first time, when you scroll down to verify points, in here you'll want to verify your purge and ignition. Now right now we're not running, so we won't be able to do that until we actually go into purge. Okay? If we go back to set points, you can keep scrolling down. We have set minimum fuel and set maximum fuel. That's your minimum and maximum fuel valve positions. If you wanted to put a limit on those, you would put it in here. Also, set a void. If there's a certain range on the firing curve after you've set it, and that point is not working out very well, maybe there's a harmonic in the boiler or anything, you can put in a void point. So let's say you don't want to run between 50 and 52%. You can set that into a void, and that's the last thing you can set on here. Now if you scroll all the way back to the top, it says set curve points. You can enter that, and then while you're in commission mode, and once you've gotten past purge, past ignition, and you're actually firing, you can go ahead and, while controlling your outputs, you can set your curve points. So we'll enter that as our first curve point, and right now it's not at position because we're not running. It's not going to let us actually set anything, but basically it's going to be operated the same way as your other curve points that you're setting up. So that completes the overview of setting up your curve points and for setting your standby, purge, and ignition position points. If you want more information about fully setting up the curve and fully setting up your FlexFit controller, you can contact us at Preferred for training.